Today is July 15th, 2024. And everybody always says it, and I can tell you it is absolutely true. This is not the video that I ever wanted to have to make. Again, even though I'm sharing it, it is a reminder for me. My husband left this world and me this morning at approximately 6:10 a.m. I watched him take his last breath. I went over there to check him to make sure that I was seeing correctly. And went and got a nurse, and she came in and pronounced him at 6:16 a.m. I watched him for 3 agonizing hours. Until he took his last breath. He was in pain. And what I saw was brutal. I talked to a friend of mine about it. And she told me, she said, don't dwell on that. Don't think about it. You have to think about other things. And she's right, because I don't want to remember that. Because it was ugly, and it was brutal. It was hard to watch, and it was painful to me. She told me to remember the good times. She said that she knew that he loved me because he had told her several times that he loved me and how much he loved me. I never doubted that he loved me. But I'll never hear him tell me that he loves me again. It is so hard, and it is so ugly to lose somebody to this awful disease. I'm not saying that losing anybody to any disease is okay, but what I witnessed, nobody ever should have to go through this, ever. Because like I said, it really was brutal. It was horrible. And if I could have taken his pain away, I would. And they were giving him medications. It just wasn't working. But it's over now. He's no longer suffering. He's no longer in pain. And that is the blessing that I am taking away from all of this, because he is no longer suffering or in pain. And yes, suffering and pain can absolutely be two different things. And if you ever watch somebody go through something like this, you will understand what I mean. And even though I lost my husband today, I was also blessed because, and I'm sorry about the dogs, but they can just bark. I met with the funeral home, me and the kid's father, and a very generous, good friend to my husband and me. His arrangements have been taken care of, so I don't have to worry about that, because I was blessed by my husband's friend. And I'm absolutely 100% grateful, because I did not know how I was going to manage to get that done. And then I stopped by another one of his friends on the way home and talked to him for a couple of hours. And that did my heart well. His other friend that went to the funeral home, he came to our house before we had to go, and I had a really good conversation with him too. So I was blessed today in many ways, even though I lost my husband. As I said, the blessing there is he's no longer in pain, he's no longer suffering. And as much as it devastates me, I'm glad to know that he is no longer going through that. But my heart is broken, and it's going to be broken for a very long time. And I would like to ask that you keep my family in your thoughts and prayers. My granddaughter, she's really sad that her grandpa's gone. And the kids, our kids, they're coping rather well. It is what it is. You can't change the outcome of this situation as much as I wish I could. So I'm going to ask that you definitely keep me in your thoughts and prayers. And I don't know where the future of this channel is going to go, because it hasn't done that great. And in the state that I'm currently in, I don't know when I'll be able to get back into it. But if you stay and I start making videos again, I want to thank you up front now for your support. So I'm going to end this now. And I want to say thank you to all of you who have prayed or sent good wishes and kept us in your thoughts. And I'm going to ask that you continue to do that. Thank y'all.